Hey guys, what's up? Charlie here, and I'm back with another video. Thank you so much for checking in. For today, I want to talk about a really controversial topic, because as you may know me, I'm into developing yourself as a person, finding your blind spots, working on that, overcoming obstacles, and by that also enjoying life more. This is amazing, don't get me wrong, but I have a little problem with personal development as well. And in this video I want to talk about it. I know probably I will shoot myself in the foot with this video because I'm making videos about personal development, but I want that you guys are conscious of that. So what I want to talk about today is the hidden truth, or better to say the ugly truth about personal development. Because as I said, I love personal development. I also love YouTube channels like Real Social Dynamics, where you can improve your social skills, or also fitness channels about psychology. I love all kind of stuff. And I also watch a lot of videos. But what happens if you watch a lot of videos is you will always be trapped in this trap of not being enough right now, of fixing yourself. You will be trapped in this fixing mindset. And it's nothing wrong with trying to work on yourself, but it's wrong to try to fix yourself, because there is nothing wrong with you in the first place. So you perhaps also follow guys like Tai Lopez, for example. And I also love the guy, don't get me wrong. To be honest, I'm one of his biggest fans. I'm following him since May 2014. And I love also reading. So that's the reason why I got into reading, because of him. But if you look at the guy, this guy is not in a fixing mindset. He is in a mindset of improving the areas of your life you want to improve, or you perhaps also need to improve. So it's not about this mental masturbation of oh, I need to read one book more, or I need to read this book now, I need to read this book now. And then you read all these books, but you never take action on the information. You just read these books to feel better about yourself. You just read these books because personal development, to work on yourself, became a source of external happiness. So you basically become a slave to personal development, and you're not really improving yourself. You are just reading and reading and reading and reading and feeding your mind with content. And to be honest, the same happened to me. The same happened to me for a long time, perhaps almost for half a year, or a year, I guess at least for half a year. I was just reading for the sake of reading. At least I was able to make YouTube videos about the knowledge, and I was able to give some value back. But if you're not making YouTube videos about it, or if you're not sharing that stuff, it's kind of bad for your psyche, because you're like Gollum, holding on its precious, oh, the precious, the knowledge, the personal development. Now I'm something better than everybody else because I know about this, I know about spiral dynamics, I know about Ken Wilber, or I know about Darren Hardy, all this kind of authors. So it could be really, really bad for you if you're just in this whole fixing mindset all the time. I'm not saying that everybody is in there, but I've met some people that are just using this tool to feel better about themselves, and they're not using that. And if you're into personal development, if you are into all this stuff, the beautiful thing for me is to take these ideas, to read these books, and to put these ideas into practice. I don't care what you want to do with that. Perhaps you want to start dancing, or you want to start to do martial arts, mixed martial arts, MMA, and to use these ideas, these mindsets in these areas. And you put your mind into practice, because what happens then is you read about this stuff, you put it into practice, so you improve yourself in one area, and you can internalize the ideas, and then you can use your trained mind for other areas. And this is the most beautiful thing to do. That's the reason why I love to make these videos, why I love to read also. I want to use this stuff in real life. but I just don't want to use that just for the sake of using it. I mean, yeah, then you can quote all these guys and you're like this walking encyclopedia, like kinda I have been, but it's just not worth it long term, you know. Use that stuff, guys, use it, and stop to watch so many fucking videos. A good advice I want to give you as well in this video is check out the book The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck by Mark Manson. There he talks about quote unquote giving a fuck in the right areas of your life and not giving a fuck in other areas. And I'm a big fan of that, because if you look at your life objectively, and not subjectively, but as objectively as possible, you will see that there are some areas you really need to improve, you know. Perhaps you are like a little bit overweight, but you read all these books and tell yourself, yeah, you know, I'm like reading these books, I'm like good enough, I don't need to lose weight. That's true, I mean, you don't need to lose any weight, but studies show that if you're overweight, the risk of dying sooner is pretty much increased. So really think about that. Look at your life in an objective way and improve the areas you need to improve, and read books about that. Put the personal development knowledge into practice. But don't just waste it, guys. Don't just waste it and use it as a tool to feed your big ego. Because a friend of mine also told me that I have a pretty big ego, and I always thought like, no, I don't have that, man. I read like Eckhart Tolle, Osho, all these guys. But sometimes I have, because I think, okay, yeah, I'm reading all these books, you know, I don't need to take so much action. I'm so cool, but yeah. The truth is that some areas in my life were lacking, and I want to work on that right now. But not because like I'm not good enough, oh no, I need to work on that. No, that's bullshit. Like the whole idea of feeling not good enough is bullshit. I guess people that don't feel good enough just have too much time that they're wasting, and then they go into these negative thought spirals. Like it's kind of a luxury to think that you're not good enough, because if you're out there working on some projects, you don't have time for that, you know. So yeah, this is my little rant about personal development, and I hope you can take something out of it. Let me know in the comments below what you think about that, guys. I would really love to hear your opinion, because I know a lot of guys are watching my videos and they're also really into personal development. So let me know in the comments below, guys. Let's have a little discussion. Thank you so much for checking in. I appreciate all of you. Thank you for sharing, liking, commenting, subscribing, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.